So, we start off with a picture showing what's happening.
Okay.
The twins are at school
in
their big t-shirt and other kids are laughing at them.
Of course they are.
Of course. If you saw that, you would point and laugh as well. Timmy and Jimmy knew it was going to happen, but there they are.
That's true. They were warned. They could have stopped fighting, but they just kept on going. So look what's happening now. And Jimmy is looking around. He sees all the kids kind of like pointing and looking and giggling. And he says, I feel stupid. Doesn't mean I feel unintelligent, like I'll fail my test. Just I feel ridiculous, like you're wearing clown clothes and you're in an office building and everyone's looking. You're like, what's wrong with that guy? And what does Timmy say to his brother?
He says, well, Jimmy says, I feel stupid. Timmy says, you look stupid.
Well, but Timmy does too. And at that, Jimmy gets angry.
What?
He says, what? I'll get you. And this is his usual threat. This usually leads to
it was Timmy last time.
Timmy's
Jimmy's using it today.
That usually leads to a fight. But of course, they're both in a shirt, so what happens?
Well, they try to fight.
Oh, they do.
But it's too hard in the shirt. They've only got one arm. They're all gonna. It's just not going to work. And you'll see in the picture, they get tied closer together, trying to fight. They end up just
the shirt gets all twisted up because they're fooling around and fighting in there.
So they've only got one arm to swing.
Stuck even closer together, so they can't even fight wearing this shirt. Never mind, talk to that cute girl or something. So Timmy says, this is useless. We can't even fight in the shirt. This is ruining our lives. Useless is spelled U-S-E-L-E-S-S. U-S-E-L-E-S-S, useless. It's our first word power word for today. If something is useless, it basically means it doesn't work. A broken machine would be useless. Or maybe you're trying to use a machine in the completely wrong type of way. If you're yelling at your computer to make it work, that would be useless. It's not going to do the job. In the same way, if you're using something that's broken, it will be useless too. It won't do the job that it's supposed to do. For example, this umbrella is useless. I'm still getting wet. This umbrella is useless. I'm still getting wet.
So what he means is it's useless to try to fight in this shirt. Trying to fight is not going to work.
Nope.
It's only going to make them even more tied together.
It's very hard to hurt someone when you're wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, that's why he says it's useless. He adds, we need to get this stupid shirt off. We need to find a way to get rid of this shirt so we can go back to our normal lives.
That's right. But of course, they can't just take the shirt off because then Dad will find out and they'll be in trouble. They have to learn to get along. And Jimmy agrees with Timmy. He says, you're right. We have to get the shirt off. We can learn to get along. And then he says, deal. But notice he says it there as a question. A deal is when you sort of bargain with someone and you reach an agreement that you're both happy with. That is a deal. We often talk about a good deal or to make a deal with someone. But here we're using it as a question. So what does that mean?
We're just saying deal. Now this is something people will often do when they mean to say, let's make a deal, or do you agree with my suggestion? Okay, so you say it and somebody might respond in a similar way. Here's an example. You give me your chips and you can have my chocolate bar. Deal?
So you've proposed something and then you're asking if I agree, if I'm okay, and we'll, shake hands or be happy with that new arrangement. So he says, deal, do you agree? We'll get along and get the shirt off?
And Timmy says, deal.
He says it again, not as a question, as a statement, deal. Like, I agree, yes. And they might even try to shake hands or something difficult like that.
So as we see, when someone suggests a deal in this way, they just say something, 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 deal.
Yes.
We can just reply with the one word as well, just to mean, yes, I agree. So, hey, Mike, let's change our lunch for today. Deal?
Deal.
Deal. Okay, it's nice and simple. Okay, so we could also use the phrase, no deal.
Oh, if you disagree.
Don't agree, you say deal, no deal.
Ah, okay.
Like
so
that.
if I say I'll give you 1 NT for your new bicycle, deal?
No deal.
No deal. That would be a bad agreement, a bad deal. Now, so they've agreed to try to get along, but of course, they're not the ones who'll decide about taking the shirt off. So Timmy says, we just need mom and dad to believe us. Ah, that's true. They have to make their parents believe that they're not fighting, that they are now friends. Believe is spelled B-E-L-I-E-V-E. B-E-L-I-E-V-E, and it's another word power word. Believe, very simply, is a verb that means to think that something is true. It's real. It's correct. If someone tells you something and you think that's true, you would believe them. If someone tells you something and you think they might be tricking you or lying to you, you would not believe them. All right? For example, we could say, I really lost my math book, but my teacher didn't believe me. I really lost my math book, but my teacher didn't believe me.
Okay, so they've made their deal. They know what they have to do. So let's see where this takes them. They're now in class. We can see that in the picture. The teacher is trying to make Jimmy and Timmy kind of do different things here. But the t-shirt is going to make it either maybe a little too difficult for just one of them to do it.
Of course.
We see an example of this. The teacher says, Timmy, please hand out these heavy books. Okay. This phrase, hand out, means to take a large amount of something, a lot of something, often very small, light things, just lots of them, and give them out to everyone. So you could see people on the street handing out information about a new coffee shop or something. We often use this in class because the teacher has a pile of something and every student needs to get one, so you hand them out. Like, please hand out these test papers.
And then Timmy says, sorry, teacher, I can't do it with just one arm. I can't hand out the books with just one arm. Remember, he's only got one arm. Normally, you'd hold the things in one arm and then hand them out using the other one, but he's only got one arm. And here we have this word arm. Ooh, it's a tough one to spell. A-R-M. Arm.
So your arm, and the word is a noun, is one of the two long parts of your body between your shoulders and your hands. So one arm, the other arm. Okay, nice and easy. Here's our example sentence. Gary hurt his arm while he was playing basketball with his friends. Gary hurt his arm while he was playing basketball with his friends. Ow. So Timmy can't hand out these books with one arm.
Absolutely. But just then, Jimmy, his brother, who's trying to get along with him, says, don't worry, I can help you. Hey, they're getting along.
Yeah, and
they're helping each other and not fighting.
Yeah, we see in the picture that Jimmy and Timmy are handing out, there's that phrase again, they are handing out the books.
So Jimmy might be holding the pile and then Timmy might be taking them off and handing them out. They're working together as a team. That's fantastic. Next, we jump to another picture and it shows that it's raining when they leave school. So school's over, they're on their way home, still wearing their t-shirt. But it's raining now, so what happens?
Well, Jimmy says, oh no, I forgot my umbrella today.
I hate when that happens.
Didn't bring it with him, he left it at home, so he knows he's gonna get wet. Or is he?
And then Timmy says, it's okay, we can share. They're getting along again. So then Timmy says, thanks to this shirt, one umbrella keeps us both dry. So
they're so close together, it's nice and easy.
Timmy's there, he's got the umbrella open, but it covers both of them. They're working together, they're keeping each other dry. That's wonderful. And all thanks to their shirt. Their silly giant shirt. When we use this phrase thanks to, we're giving credit to something. Something happened, probably something good, and we're saying because of this, something good happened. Not always something good, but we're giving responsibility or giving credit to something. For example, someone would say, hey, that's a cool jacket you wore last night, and I'd say, well, thanks to Pat, he got it for me for my birthday or something. Don't give me the credit for picking the jacket, it was because of him. It was because of someone else's actions.
We can use it in a negative way to blame somebody, to put the blame on them. Oh, thanks to you, we missed the bus.
That's right.
Something like
Thanks to that big storm, I got all wet.
Okay, now they said the umbrella was going to keep them dry.
Yes.
So let's take a look at the word keep, K-E-E-P, keep. So keep is a verb, the past tense and PP are kept, K-E-P-T, kept. And here we're using keep to mean to stay in a particular place or condition, to cause something to stay a certain way. Keep dry means they will stay dry. Another example is, please keep still while I take your photo. Please keep still while I take your photo. So how is this tale going to end?
Well, next we see in the next picture that the twins come home. So they get home from school, hopefully still dry. And Mrs. Wong there, their mom, is waiting for them in the kitchen. All right, let's see what she has to say. She asks them, are you boys ready to get along yet? They've spent a whole day at school wearing their silly shirt. Now are they ready to be friends and stop fighting?
Well, Timmy says, yes, we won't fight anymore. We won't fight anymore. But Jimmy has an interesting idea. He says, can we keep the shirt though?
They want to keep the shirt?
Like it. It's good for certain things.
They don't want to get rid of it immediately?
They don't want to wear it all the time, but they just want to have it maybe when they need to get warm or stay dry or help each other at school. It's not a bad thing to have. We already looked there at one way to use the verb keep, okay? There is another way to use it. Let's take a look at it now in a special extra word power. So here, keep, which is spelled the same way, means to continue to have something and not lose it or get rid of it. For example, this little puppy is so cute. Can we keep him? This little puppy is so cute. Can we keep him? Okay, and our final picture, they want to keep the shirt. They kind of like it sometimes, not all the time. Jimmy and Timmy, they high five in their shirt.
Oh, using either arm. There you go. Nice. So they're living together in peace and harmony. They're even wearing the same clothes. I think brotherly love can't get more perfect than that.
It's very nice. Well, that is the end of our article, so let's go now to our wrap-up.